Hello. In one of the training programs, before the start of the training program, I was introduced to the audience by my partner. The introduction was like this: Abhi is a highly committed trainer, so even if the scheduled end time of the training is 5:30, sometimes he can go up to 7:30. I did not like it because I felt bad about that introduction because I'm teaching project management. And even the training, if I am unable to manage even the training within the agreed upon time, then what is that I'm teaching? So from there on, as a afterthought, I I wanted to complete every training program on time, especially when it is project management. So irrespective of the topic I am teaching, I started using a Burndown chart for managing my training. Now, in this company, I'm teaching, sorry, agile project management using Scrum, and it is a 2-day workshop. So, yeah, first half day, we were only talking about very intangible things like uh, the the value, the agile values, principles, uh, those kind of stuff, and agile manifesto. But actually, there is nothing tangible that was coming out of it. And most of the participants were pretty happy. But unfortunately, I was very unhappy because I did not know whether I'll be able to complete the training on time or not. So, so here, then we plotted the burn down chart for the training. So here are the topics for the training. We start with introduction, then overview, product backlog, user stories, estimation, roles and responsibilities of the Scrum Master, product owner, and the development team, sprint planning meetings, other models, little bit about XP and stuff like that, and release planning, sprinting, sprint reviews, velocity calculations, sprint retrospectives, and the history of Scrum and the challenges one may face while doing Scrum. And everything gets reinforced by a mock project. So this is the typical agenda for my agile workshops. Then we gave an estimated effort, like first thing is 60 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes kind of thing. When I add up together, I was getting 510, which is on top of, so we put a graph on the y-axis 510, on the x-axis is the duration of the training program. That means a 2-day workshop. I effectively am getting around 11 hours of time. That is on the horizontal axis. On the vertical axis, it is the uh, cumulative effort required to complete the contents of the training. Then every hour we started taking notice. Now today we are here. Yesterday we completed till here. Actually, see, my balance effort should have been around 340, but then still we are slightly lagging behind. We are at 380 or so. So there is a gap here. That means we are slightly lagging behind. And I'm not worried because this is not a major deviation. I can manage it because I have another 7 hours of time. If I slightly speed up the training, still we can complete it on time. So this burn down chart, when we do it for sprints, we call it as a sprint burn down chart. When you use it for at the release level, then we call it as a release burn down chart. I am using it for training, so maybe we can call it as a training burn down chart also. And what goes on the x-axis, on the y-axis, maybe sometimes it depends on the stakeholder, but on the x-axis it is always the timeline. If a product owner is, as sometimes a product owner may want the rate of stories burned down. So in that case, okay, the y-axis will have the cumulative story points. that must be completed within a release, and then he tracks it on a timeline, then that is fine. But for an engineering team, my recommendation would be on the y-axis, always we put the balance effort that is required to complete the sprint, and on the x-axis it is the duration of the sprint. So that is very useful for the engineering team to ensure that things completes within the sprint. We call it as a sprint burn down chart. A great tool. Only one rule, please don't do it for others. Please do it for yourself. Don't update your burn down chart for reporting to the management. The engineering team should update it daily and then use it for their own pacing of work, for their own benefit. So please don't do it for others. Please do it for yourself. That is a key thing. A great tool. This can be used even for writing a book or preparing for an exam or whatever. A burn down chart is very useful. So thank you very much. I hope this video will add some value to you. Whatever comments and queries you have, please post it as a comment to this video. Thank you.